Well, and to your point, I'd say one of my busiest times a year is the NFL Combine Prep. And I always tell people my job is to get athletes as fast as they say they are when they walk in the door.
Correct.
Every kid tells me they run a 4.4 if they're a skill player. Every lineman tells me they run a 5.0, and I get the watch on them, and it's a 5.3, a 5.4, or a 4.6, 4.7. And so it's really hard to sit down to that kid and say, you don't run what you think you run. However, here's the things I need you to do to run consistently. The problem is they haven't had that standardized testing throughout high school and college because they're usually going off of a coach who's emotionally attached to them.
Correct.
They're going off of stopwatch times and the inaccuracies that you run into. I like the fact that you guys are putting out a model that, you know what, maybe the 4.3 of today might be the 4.5 of tomorrow.
Correct.
By standardizing data. However, if we finally have this level playing field, we can now truly look at talent identification for these athletes. Now, I have a question for you. In your opinion, what seems to be, if you were to pick the one test that typically is the gold standard of performance, what do you find?
Well, it just depends on what you're measuring. You know what I mean? I think it varies for every sport. You know what I mean? And
say we're looking at a speed power sport.
Okay. Speed, you know what I mean? Speed, but mainly power. You know what I mean? We're really looking for the power, that the explosion the guy's doing. I think a lot of people focus so much on the 40-yard dash and all that type of stuff, but they really don't focus on the power and the explosion that somebody actually has. Which they measure a lot of times at the NFL combines, and such as the vertical jump, the broad jump, or your power explosion type deal. And you can even measure your power within the first 10 yards. Is something that we really see to really know where an athlete is, because in a 40 you're measuring endurance too as well, and a kid just may not be in shape that day. You know what I mean? He may not have done the right cardio things and that type of stuff. So as far as what we're really looking for, the power is the main thing, and that's why we're trying to even add new technology to our events to even measure upper body power, so we know a little bit more than a bench press and all that. Yeah, it's great, but I don't think you get the data that you want to get, especially as a trainer, as a coach, to really identify that.